What's up, everybody? My name's Chance, and today we're going to be diving into another budgety deck, and this is going to be free-to-play doggos. That's right, dogs that you can play for the low cost of 0. Now, we're actually going to be fusing two decks sort of here today. We're going to be using dogs as well as human warriors, sort of. It's like a triple tribal finanza, really. This is going to be working off the back of Winota, of course, as she works so beautifully whenever you have a combination of humans and non-humans working together, which is pretty much exactly what we have here. Another key card in the deck is going to be Alpine Houndmaster, 2 mana for this human warrior. That's a 2/2. Nothing special at the base there, but whenever it enters the battlefield, you're going to be able to search your library for an Alpine Watchdog and an Igneous Cur, right? So 2 of your other creatures. Put them into hand, and then you've just drawn 2 cards, right? Hush up, phone. You've just drawn 2 cards off of playing this card. Furthermore, whenever Alpine Houndmaster attacks, it gets +X/+0, where X is the number of other attacking creatures. So obviously, you have 2 other attacking creatures. Now this thing goes up to a 4/2. So 2 mana 4/2 is excellent, not to mention the fact that it's human, so of course you can draw it out with Winota. It's also a warrior, which means it will get boosted by our Kargan Warleader, which again is a human, can be pulled out by Winota. It's a 3/3, so solid stat lines, and it also buffs up our Seasoned Hallowblade, which is going to be a very difficult creature for the opponents to remove. Discard a card, it gains indestructible until end of turn, and it's a 3/1, which means it's dealing solid damage every time it gets in. Wrapping up our doggos now, we have 4 copies of Selfless Savior, 3 copies of Alpine, of course, with the Alpine Houndmaster. Selfless is going to allow us to keep our Winotas alive, our War Leaders, things of that nature. 2 copies of Pack Leader in the deck because it gives all your dogs +1/+1 and allows them to pretty much become indestructible on combat damage, at least, every time you swing in with this card. Igneous Cur because, of course, it goes with the Alpine Houndmaster. And then last but not least, we have Bolt Hound, 4 copies of this 3 mana 2/2. Has haste. Whenever it attacks, other creatures you control get +1/+0, and again, it's non-human, so it's proccing the Winota. All this stuff makes for a very aggro, very punch-packed full deck, if that makes sense. Like a lot of power happening all at once just because you have the dog swing in, you have the Kargan buffing your warriors, you have Bolt Hound and Pack Leader buffing your dogs, and you have Winota drawing more cards out off of all of that, right? And then, of course, Fireborn Knight, as you need a human in the top end. If you don't have Rakdos or any of that kind of stuff, it's actually a really nice uncommon, right? So Winota can pull this out. It's a 2/3 with double strike, which means when Winota pulls it, it will gain indestructible, and now you have 4 points of damage coming in automatically. Not to mention the fact that if Bolt Hound is boosting it up, now it's 6 points. You have 4 extra mana, now it's 8 points. You see where I'm going with this? We have 3 copies of Glass Casket and 1 copy of Kabira Takedown for some removal, as well as 3 copies of Scorching Dragonfire. All that being said, since we're only using 2 mythics and 2 rares, I actually opted for 2 pathways here, as I do think they are pretty vital whenever you're playing an aggro deck to have that little additive bonus to your land fixings, right? Because mana problems they're always a bitch and a half. So anyways, this was a very fun deck to do, and a very fun deck to pilot, honestly. I think a lot of the newer budgety players will really enjoy this one, while also being able to actually win matches, which is something that budgety players don't get to do too often, right? It's either have fun or win, and so this one does a great job of combining those into one, allowing you to win, have big actiony plays, and do it all for very cheap, right? So hope you all enjoyed. If you did, as always, be sure to leave a like down below, leave a comment letting me know how much you enjoyed the video, or answer the daily question. I just like having interactions with you guys and girls, honestly. Subscribe if you're new here. Enjoy blah blah blah. Damn it, I can't make it through a single one of these. Subscribe if you're new here and you're enjoying the content, and hit that bell icon. That way YouTube knows, hey, we should actually send this person notifications whenever, Doctor goes live or puts videos up, or says, hey, I won't be putting a video up for X reason or whatever. If you want to catch us play these decks live, be sure to hop over to twitch.tv/DrSpilk and toss a follow. We'd love to have you there. I love playing for a live audience, as y'all really get to see the stuff as it happens. You get to see my genuine expressions, and then, of course, the little aftermath after the games, which is really probably the nicest part about the Twitch viewers, is you get to hear what I say in the in-betweens. You get to be there when I build the decks, that kind of stuff, right? Anyways, last but not least, if you're interested in supporting the channel through a monetary means, we both have Twitch subscribers and YouTube members available, so hit that join button down below the video, get that list of perks that you can possibly acquire for the low price of only $2. I think it's a pretty good value. We're doing one video a week right now. We're hoping to get up to bi-weekly videos and all that good stuff. So, thanks everybody for watching. Without further ado, let's hop into this budget Boros doggos action. Alrighty, John Wolf, gonna be our first foe with the Boros doggos. We'll keep this. We have the warriors. Depending on what they go, we'll either go for the Alpine or the Seasoned off the bat. They seem to be a removal heavy deck, we'll go for the Seasoned. If they seem to be more bouncy, we'll go for the Alpine. Okay, so they seem to be removal-ish. Removal-y, if you will. Next turn we can get down Kargan. If we have to discard, we'll probably discard a land, as it's not absolutely necessary. It is nice, but not necessary. So I think we're still going to go for the Kargan. I'm going to discard the Glass Casket. This way next turn we still have a double turn play. We have 7 damage set up to hit them. Target opponent discards 2 cards, mills a card, and loses 1 life. You gain 1 life. Alright. Well, if you discard 2 cards, it's probably going to be these 2, right? Bolt Hound's really good for us, so we will go ahead and slam that down instead of the Alpine. Gives us immediate damage, right? So kicking the opponent down to 12 health, pretty good. We do have a card discard if we need to for the season. I'd like to play down the Alpine though. If we get a land on the next turn, I could play Alpine plus one of the dogs that we get to draw. Nighthawk Scavenger, pretty good for him. Winota, oh, we're a land off. We're just 1 land short. So we will go ahead and play down the Alpine. This allows us to draw the other 2 dogs. And now I think we swing in for sure with Season. Question is, do we swing in with Kargan as well? I think so. If we can get a land next turn, we can get down Winota. They should block here though, right? The 7 points of damage. Let's see it. John Wolf, what do you got for me? Block Nighthawk? No? Or block on the season. They're going to block the Warleader. It's fine by us. Ooh, that's not too shabby. Not too shabby. So we do still take out the Nighthawk, but they go back up to 17. If we hit a land, it actually might be better to go ahead and get down both these dogs and then play Winota following that, right? So we have more non-humans to proc her when she enters. We'll see. How many lands have we seen in the graveyard? 2. So we have hit 5 so far, which makes me a little worried. Another Nighthawk. Fuck, you hate to see that. So if I play down Bolt Hound, we'll be able to take out that Nighthawk, and I think that's what we should do. Like, with the amount of attackers we have, Alpine's going to get blocked here more than likely. Yep. Still deal 1 point of damage as they will heal 5. So again, looking for another land. Looking for another land. Surely they won't have another Nighthawk, right? Call. Typhoid rats. That's interesting. If I was them, I think I would have brought back the Nighthawk, honestly. Oh, come on! Alright, so I think in this situation we Glass Casket, take out the Mire Triton. And honestly, I'm just gonna wait. No attacks here. I want another land. We need another land. Another Mire Triton. Wow, so that was all 4 Mire Tritons off the top of their deck there. Alright, well, Pack Leader's not bad. Right? Whenever it attacks, prevent all damage that would be dealt to dogs this turn, so that's pretty good. That's a way for us to get through. Psych! Haha. Damn it. Alright. Looking for a land. Looking for a land. Happy to be stuck on 3. Forever 3. Hey, never didn't have it. Holy Jesus, we got it. Please don't have instant speed removal. They have it, don't they? Another murderers. Oh, John. Oh, Johnny boy. Fiend's Vessel. Murderous Rider. No surprises. So we could Kabira, take out a Murderous, get down Igneous Cur. But our Winota for sure can't be blocked this turn. Or can't be killed, right? I still think we got to do this. I don't love it, but... And we save the Kabira takedown for the return, of course. We'll let that hit. Just kind of damage to the player. That player sacrifices. Oh my goodness. Oh my good golly goodness. Alright, Winota. Give me something good. Alpine does allow us to draw more, but the Fireborn could potentially take out the Demon of Loathing. This thing gets so big. That's not too shabby, right? That's a little bit of damage. Now their demon can still block something here. Thankfully it doesn't have lifelink, right? Alright, so we're getting in for 8, 12. And then they're healing for 2, 3. Well, we're looking pretty good. Arc Fiends. Please tell me that's it. Please tell me that's it. And they're going to draw. Alright. But they only have 2 mana, which means they can't have murders. GG, John Wolf. We got him with the dogs. Anyways, Fenrir, but they're playing a Johnny. It feels a little traitorous, doesn't it? Fenrir, as far as I can remember, is like a big wolf, right? A big sort of canine spirit. And you're playing a feline. This isn't, I would say, the best hand in the world, but we do have double Alpine and a Bolt Hound, which, you know, that's something because of the vigilance on the Alpine. I do like Alpine a lot better than the Curs, so. And we got the Fireborn, right? Bolt Hound boosting up the Fireborn is really, really nice, so we'll see. Opponent leads out with a green wooden sentinel, and I'll essentially match your elf with a dog, right? For people wondering how they're playing Greenwood Sentinel, it is actually part of the Arena booster set, I believe it's called, the A and B set. All cards from that set are and will forever be legal in best of 1 standard, so. Can't take it into best of 3, but you can use it in best of 1, which is really nice for budgety people. Griffin Airy, interesting. We take that damage. We take that damage with pride, baby. I like the idea of getting down Seasoned, but we can always do that next turn. This turn, I feel like we do go for the Bolt Hound. And we swing all in. If they trade out Greenwood, they trade out Greenwood. We're getting in 3 points of damage. Trading it out for the Alpine. Interesting. Well, that's fine by me. Now, we do only have one source of white mana, which means we wouldn't actually be able to play down Watchdog and Seasoned Hallowblade, so we probably will just go for the Fireborn Knight. So we haven't seen any life gain thus far, but they have the Griffin area, so I'm a little curious as to when that's going to kick in. They grab double planes. Interesting. Interesting. And another Watchdog. Again, not what we want, but it's okay. We got the Fireborn Knight. It can deal 8 points of damage all on its own, so that's pretty good. 8 plus 2 from the Bolt Hound is 10. Questing Beast. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And an Alslid. That's horrific for us. That is horrific. Horrific. So what we do here, tap these two, scorching the Alslid so it can't take out, so it can't protect the questing, right? And get down Seasoned so it can block the questing. And we're not going to swing in this turn. When I swing in, I want the Seasoned to be able to take out questing, and I want Fireborn to be able to take out questing at first strike speed. So we need some more white mana, if I'm being honest, but that's okay. Speaker of the Heavens. This is a weird Selesnya life gain deck. I'm seeing. I mean, I guess I am kind of saying it, right? As the cards come down, I announce each one of them. So that's going to be it for the foe, hopefully. Indeed. Indeedly so. Glass Casket means we could take the Speaker. But I think first things first, we're swinging all in. They're probably going to block the Bolt Hound though, right? With the Questing Beast. I don't feel like I can swing in with the Bolt Hound. We'll go no attacks. We'll use Glass Casket, take out the Speaker. I'll play it safe. I don't know, what is this blasphemy? Chance playing it safe? They seem kind of budgety themselves though, right? I mean, minus the Speaker and the questing. But you don't too often see a Greenwood Sentinel in a non-budgety sort of deck. But they do also have Cultivate, so like, you know. Sentinel's Eyes coming down on the Greenwood. That's an interesting choice for sure. So I could block double with the, or I could, no, I can't. Right. All right, this is fine. We just discard one of these guys. All right, my turn. Selfless Savior. That's really good. Selfless is really, really good. So we will go ahead and play down Selfless. Swingaroo. Now they got to be careful about who they want to block here, right? Yeah, we can protect the Bolt Hound. Yes, please block my Fireborn. Please, oh please. That's it. Alright, well. Sack here, protect this. And yeah, boost. Boost it up. So that'll be 12 points of damage here. Put him down to 5 life. Yep. We don't quite have lethal, but we're getting there. Another Griffinary. Hey, with no way to proc that, I'm happy to see it. So they will crack in here for 7. Yep. We're down to 7. We got to be careful because both their creatures have vigilance. So Winota. Oh, baby. Oh, baby Winota. Do I send in another Winota attacking? It's a little risky. Yeah, for sure. What am I talking about? And this way they can't possibly block against us, right? We have lethal here. All right, Fenrir. I don't know if you know it yet, but this is GG. Nice. Oh no. I was gonna say GG, but my pointer was a little high, so I almost said oops instead, and that would have been super BM. I'd rather say nothing than say oops after the opponent concedes. That's not right. Pablo the Dark Lord. I like it. I like it. This seems alright. I don't like having the Curs and the Alpine Watchdogs in my starter hands, as you know, the Houndmaster is generally better to pull them out, but it's not horrific. Okay, it's not horrific. Hey, I see your blood fell, and I will play a Windscarred so we can be on that same page. That 21 life start, am I right? Am I right? Alright. Good old Seasoned to come down, start us off. Good damage, indestructible. What's not to love about it, right? What is not to love? Blood fell. And a Piper. The Pied Piper. The little Pied Piper. I kind of want a Glass Casket this turn, you know? I just don't want them to have that little goat. Like, that's just gonna be so annoying. 2 turns worth of blocks. Let's just exile it. Get in there. I don't think the Pied Piper is gonna be necessarily their best card, but it's annoying. That much I know for sure. Kroxa. Karaxa. Well, we're gonna discard the Cur, I think. I think out of all of our cards, the Cur is the weakest link. So, goodbye. Ooh, I do love that combo. I do love a good old Kroxa Village Rites, Wombo combo, draw a Reno. It's 3 mana. Make your opponent discard, draw 2, and you're setting yourself up for that 6/6, right? It's pretty nice. So we do go for the Fireborn here, as that is a solid body that we can start dealing some damage with. So we probably won't play down this land, so we can continuously have something for the season to discard. But we will get down Alpine on our next turn, save mana for the shelter. Ooh, Fire Prophecy. You hate to see it. I hate to see it. Y'all probably indifferent to it, right? This is probably the worst thing about the Fireborn Knight is, even though it's a 4 mana card, it doesn't hold up to those 2 mana removals, such as Fire Prophecy and Scorching Dragonfire, right? Hey, Alpine. Alpine is pretty good. Pretty freaking good. I'm actually going to discard the Cur here, I think. Oh, motherfucker! I didn't give my season protection there. Oh, whoops. I'm so sorry. I was going to discard my Cur, and then I just clicked that resolve button like a silly little doofus. All right, well, now we just need a Winota to follow that up, right? Oh, I'm so sorry, everybody. Seasoned. Rest in peace, buddy. Rest in peace. He never even knew how good the world was. So we gotta let this Careless go through. People don't realize when you have a creature like this, like the Careless, it's actually better to defend, as that gives you more leeway than, unless you're going to sacrifice it, right? If you have plans on sacrificing it or board wiping or whatever, then yeah, swing in. But if you're not going to sacrifice, then it's better to just sort of leave it blocking, because it's more of a threat as a double blocker. Oh, they're going to use Elite Headhunter and actually just sacrifice it. Right. Well, that's not a bad little wombo combo there. Oh my god, we're flooding. We're flooding. Everybody roll up your pants. They don't quite have enough for the Kroxa yet. They are going to start bashing us though here. They shouldn't do that, yeah. We gotta let it happen. Gotta let it happen. Come on, Winota. Pack leader. Well, pack leader's not bad, right? Not too shabby. I'm afraid they have removal here, though, since it keeps getting hung up on the instant speed. So we'll see. 8-2 extinction. Their whole deck is budgety, minus these, like, weird random cards. What else do they have to... Oh, they're looking at the top card. Right. Okay. They didn't put it into their graveyard, so I guess that's bad for us. We're still looking for a Winota. We can still pull this game around. But they do have enough to bring back the Kroxa now, which is terrible for us. That'll put us down to 12. They swing in for 5, puts us to 7. Now it's rated, puts us down to at least 5. Oh, that's terrible. That is terrible. And to think, if we still had the Seasoned Hallowblade, we'd be able to block the Dire Fleet Warmongerer. So, yeah, big misplay for me, actually, earlier. They may sack the Serrated Scorpion here to deal more damage. Really? I would have. I would have straight up sacked that Scorpion in a heartbeat. We got to take the 3. Alpine Houndmaster. Not exactly what we wanted, but it does sort of refill our board, right? Now the Kroxa is going to swing in and deal 3 at least. There's not much we can do about that. Another Scorpion. You'll love to see that as far as top decks go. Now they will sack a Scorpion here to deal 2. Okay. I actually meant with the Dire Fleet, but yeah, that works too. We are probably dead here. Oh yeah, it's GG. That is a GG. Pablo the Dark Lord playing the strangest budget Rakdos deck I think I've ever seen.